And good morning, everybody. It is Fabulous Friday featuring Ken Guzzo. Now, Ken, do you know what? I love you to bits. All right. You were one of the first people that really welcomed me at HypnoThoughts
Oh,
Live. And it was when it was still back at the Orleans.
that's right.
And yeah, and you were just so kind. And you said, can I have lunch with you? You know, I was a newbie. Nobody knew me. Carl Smith did he kind of did because I'm English, uh, but you just said, "Come on, let's. I want to sit next to you and learn about you." So thank you.
Well, you just showed up with this wonderful, friendly energy, and there was you were just glowing. You were shining in the room, and you were new, but I knew there was a lot to you, and you've really established yourself as a leader in the hypnosis community. So I saw something in you, and I was so fortunate that I saw it
Yeah,
because we've become great friends. And
we
you've been a
have.
wonderful friend to me in the challenges that I've had in the last couple of years, and I am forever grateful to you for that friendship.
Well, thank you for saying so, Ken. But I tell you, I mean, I'm not new to hypnosis, but I was so new, and it was so like, oh my gosh, this is a thing. These conferences, and so anybody watching this, and you are new to these hypnosis conferences, believe me, it's like you will be able to shine bright, and people are so welcoming, aren't they? The community, it is fabulous.
It really is, and that's one thing great about HypnoThoughts in particular is the presenters are not just promoting a course and trying to upsell you into something else. They're providing value, and the participants are the future speakers. You know, like it's a wonderful community,
Mhm.
and that's one of the reasons I started throwing the pool party was to welcome the new people, to make them feel welcomed and equal and fresh in the fresh air, not with a hierarchy of you're a speaker, you're a presenter, and I'm an attendee. Just like all mix and mingle equally, then start the conference the next day from that place.
And
And
I
and
agree.
you came up to me and said, "Can I hand out lays at the pool party?" I'm like, "Yeah."
And now I do. I get to lay everybody.
You come every year and you say, can I hand out lays again? It's like, of course you can, absolutely.
Because it is a great way to meet people and
It
to
really
welcome
is.
them. It's that first rush, and you can sort of tell sometimes the people who are new, as like I was new, and it's that kind of like, come on, it's fine, you get this, you can do that, and just showing them the way, and you can see it going, oh, I'm going to be okay, and yes, you will be, because I was, and you're right, Ken. That first year, oh my goodness, I think I filled a notebook full of notes from everybody. Yourself, Melissa Tears, Carl Smith, Mike Mandel. There was loads, I can't say all the names. There was, and I was just like writing all these notes down. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. And you're right. I said to you, and I said, oh, I would really love to present, because actually I do some sort of like interesting stuff as well. And you said, do it, do it. You
Absolutely.
can.
And I came and saw your bunny talk last year, and it was amazing. Your process is so disarming, and people just naturally open up into it. And I was so impressed with you and with your process.
Thank you. Thank you for saying. And okay, so let's talk about our workshops that we've got going on.
Okay.
So you are doing a pre-conference, first of all. Okay. So, and it's the smoking one. Yep.
I'm doing a pre and a post.
Yeah.
Like
So
I
tell us first of all about your pre.
Okay, well, I've been training the smoking cessation specialist certification for about a decade now at HypnoThoughts. It's been very popular, and it's a business in a box system because my motto is hypnotists deserve to thrive. There's a lot of hypnotists that are doing great work out there, but they're not necessarily making any money. And it's challenging to wear all the hats that are necessary to be an entrepreneur in addition to the hypnosis. You need to be a marketer, an office manager, a salesperson, a hypnotist, a bottle washer. And so what I created was a system that shows people how to attract clients in a non-threatening, non-sales pitchy approach, how to easily charge sometimes triple what they're currently charging. So
Okay.
you should be, so you deserve to be paid. And how to frame that and reframe the price in the customer's eyes or the client's eyes so that they're happily paying you what you're worth. And showing them a process that has a 95% success rate, how to build a 100% referral practice so you're earning $1,000, $2,000, even $3,000 in a day, and how to turn your clients into enthusiastic referrers. So the process is effective first and foremost. If you want to be 100% referral, you're not going to do that if you have a 50 to 70% success rate. You'll get one referral and then statistically it'll end, or maybe two, and then it'll end, and you get to keep advertising. But if you have a 90, 95% success rate, you're going to have longevity in your referral chain. And I've helped over 10,000 people stop smoking in one session with a lifetime guarantee. And the clients book online, they pay online, and I show up. I don't have to sell anybody. I don't have to talk anybody into anything. And I get hugs, and about 50 to 70% of my clients are in tears during their session. It's heartfelt, it's impactful, it's fun. We're bringing hypnotic phenomena into the room. So it's a wonderful process. Hundreds of top hypnotists have taken the training, and I'm offering it again this year. And so I invite people to come and check it out. And there's lots of videos you can watch. You can hear it not just from me, but from alumni who have graduated, who are out there in the world, what kind of results they've gotten with their clients and how much more money they're making and how it's affected the rest of their practice, because it'll transform your entire practice, not just your smokers.
Yeah. And I agree, because actually smoking is one of the first things that people will say, what does hypnosis help? And actually it helps people stop smoking. And however, you're right, because sometimes people, they go back to smoking, or they do this or they do that, but you're giving 100% guarantee. And
only 5% of my clients ever require a second session.
Okay.
So that means I can offer a lifetime guarantee to everyone. And
Yeah.
some people are intimidated with smoking cessation because it's not like, helping someone with something more subjective. I'm feeling anxiety, and I feel so much good at the end of the session. I feel better. I'll come back and see that hypnotist again. It's so subjective, and some hypnotists are very comfortable with that. But smoking either worked or didn't. And I like that when you have a 95% success rate, because you know whether it's the success is, do they remain free for life?
Yeah.
And my clients know that if they ever have any concerns, they can come back for free, and because they're my calling cards.
Yeah.
And I want them to be enthusiastic referrers. So and they're the ones that give the best 5-star reviews on Yelp too, the ones that actually come back because they feel even more gratitude that you helped them again.
Yeah.
Because only 5% need it, I can offer it to everybody.
Yeah.
I'm going to show people how to do that, how to transform the practice and make money.
So tell me, are you now doing that for vaping as well? Is it the same?
Yes. Smoking, tobacco chewing, cigar smoking, pot smoking, vaping, all of it.
Do you know, because I wouldn't say I get 95%. I'll be completely upfront. I say I get probably about 80 with smoking, vaping. There's always something else, and I tend to, and I don't know, for some reason there's always something else. So I think I must be missing something. And I personally, I want to hold my hands up. It's like, it's not, nobody's better than anybody else. We're all in this together. We're not in competition. But I would like, I'm just thinking about a couple of people that I think, they've been a little bit more tricky, and I wonder what else I'm missing. And I bet you have the missing piece.
Maybe.
I will I would like to do that because I can actually, believe it or not, be quite competitive. And I like to be really good at what I do. So it's like, I wonder what else I am missing. Yeah. Okay.
Jason Lynette and Dan Kendall took my course, and they charge more than me now, so they say they're better than me. I, I'm
Okay.
$100 better than Ken.
Okay, that's so funny. Okay, no, because I do, you know, I mean, I know I do. I do a lot of parts. I probably do a little sections of what you do, but I bet I must be missing something. And I wonder what it is, and I won't know until I take your workshop. There we go. Okay, so Ken, now post conference, after the conference, we've got these wonderful 3 days of the actual conference. Then we have more sessions, and you're doing is it three days?
Yes.
I've got a 2-day on the Tuesday and the Wednesday. So I'm training the bunny talk process, which as we know, it's, you know, it's for children, teens, it's for the parents. Actually, it's inner child work, and it's a whole system, it's a whole framework for people, and they can mix it and match it with various other things that they already do. So, because I don't say it's just my way or the highway, you know, it's completely malleable, and it works very effective, very efficiently. And actually, there's elements of it that I use with corporate and all of my clients. So that's jolly exciting. But tell us about yours, Ken. What's yours for the 3-day one?
Well, evolution intervention is actually goes far beyond hypnosis. And it's a process that I've been facilitating since before I was a hypnotist. And not too many people know that. I kept it very close to my chest. And I charge $5,000. And everyone who takes my course, that's what I recommend they charge as well. So if you're looking for a more nuanced approach for serious issues, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment, but it's wonderful because the engine that drives my practice is the smoking cessation. But since I've been 100% referral for 14, 15 years now, people come back and say, can you help me with that? Can you help me with this? You help my sister with that. Can you help me with this? And the answer is yes. And often what they need is the evolution intervention. And so I can put them into a program and explain it in a way that's, again, non-salesy, non-threatening, no high pressure. And at the end of my talk, they say, I get one or two responses. They either say, yeah, let's do it, or can I split it up into payments? And either way, the answer is yes.
Okay.
But it's a 4-session process over a 3-month period. And it's fantastic for people with serious addictions, deep-seated trauma, chronic anxiety, these types of things. And it's also, I use it for couples work because it's really beautiful. And sometimes I use it as a part of my weight release program. And and it's also ironically the same process I use for C-level executives or professional athletes that want to knock the cover off their performance, because we're clearing the drag from their nervous system on a cellular level. So those impulses that we have, that when we get triggered, sometimes we have anxiety, or we have anger, we have uncomfortable feelings before we even have a thought in our mind about it. So it precedes the thinking. And how do you get unanxious or unangry using your mind? It's like trying to get the toothpaste back in the tube. So through this proprietary process, we map out people's lives in a way they've never seen before. Okay. And we map out how the whole thing got wired up in the first place. Now, just aside for a second, I love hypnosis, and I love how quickly hypnosis can work. And one pet peeve I have with hypnosis is sometimes I believe we work too quickly. we don't fully nuance the problem, and we're trying to put a Band-Aid over top of something that's deeper, and we're not even necessarily working with the actual issue. If someone comes to me for drinking, drinking is not the problem.
No, I agree.
Drinking is the coping mechanism trying to counteract the problem.
Mhm.
So the problem is, are we actually working on the real issue? And taking a little bit more time to nuance the problem before we go into fix-it mode, I think serves the client very, very well and causes more lasting change.
I agree, and that's, I must admit, that's what I do with the bunny talk process as well. I do the emotional intelligence coaching around, so that people understand why they do what they do. And when they have that awareness and they go, oh, or why their father was an alcoholic, or why this and why that, and they can just see it and understand it through these diagrams, which my clients then keep. And I also, as I say, with the bunny, yes, because it's actually, what is the bunny? It's an anchor. We know that it started with my daughter. I could just use my finger, but it's just that the good thing is that when I'm doing the eye movements, because my process is ADAC, I know it's NLP, and it's all about people really feeling their feelings, because sometimes there aren't the words to express how you viscerally feel. Would you agree with me?
Of course. Yeah, language is created to convey to another person the pictures and feelings that we're experiencing.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get so hung up on the words as hypnotists, we forget that the words are the interpretation of something deeper.
Yeah. So that's why again, it's like you said, mapping, with the bunny talk process, it becomes, as you saw in that, when I did that presentation, it comes out on the paper, and it's whatever it is for the client, because I believe it's always really important to work person-centered, because it's what it is for them. And so again, the bunny, because I do that, the bunny pulls it out, and then when they come in with the good thing, it puts it back, and it's quite a shock. It's that pattern interrupt. So yeah, I love how creative we all get to be with our different modalities.
Yeah. Yours is so creative and so playful, and it's so disarming, and it takes them out of their language into their bodies, into their movement, where the change so easily can happen. So I love the way you work with your clients.
Well, and it's fun for the kids because you're on the floor.
And the grown-ups.
And the grown-ups. I know.
Like, why can't we still have fun?
Well, and me. So as the practitioner, you're right, Ken. It's so important to have fun, enjoy what you do, because I don't know if you've noticed, I have some ADHD tendencies, so I have to constantly be sort of like moving and busy, and it's a very kinesthetic way of working. So it is actually great for children, teens who are neurodivergent.
Oh,
so yeah,
totally see that. Yeah, and with the evolution intervention, one of the great things is you get to learn how to facilitate it for others, but everyone in the room gets to experience the process for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone goes through the process themselves and has a transformation in the room. So
I agree.
It's a wonderful experience also.
Ken, that's so important in a training, is that people literally experience that transformation themselves, so that then they know what they are going to be doing for their clients. And I expect you have this as well, where they actually, my practitioners are doing it on each other. I'm not the one doing the transformation with them. They're doing it to each other, because that's how we learn, is by actually doing it.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's practice, practice, practice. So with most of my courses, I give material ahead of time, so that they can get their head around the material. So they're not coming so much to learn it, as they're coming in to practice it. So they're learning it with me and going home to practice. you're practicing it with me so we can change things up and make it easy so that you can have your clients waiting for you upon your return and earn your money back from the course immediately.
Brilliant. I love that. I love that. So yeah, I've got a private Facebook group and they can have the manual and it's all on there. And I do these little things that I don't know if you've seen them, that I do once or twice a month. I do free bunny talk group help so that people can actually see what it's about and experience it, because it's you know, as I say, a lot of us are NLP practitioners already, and it's just like, oh, that's really cool, you know, so we can do it. Ken, we've both got a workshop on at the same time. Some people will want to do that with you. Some people will want to do mine.
Some people want to do it with you.
Well, some people will want to do somebody else's, and that's fine, because
no, just either you or me. Just
okay.
I love when you said this to me as we were getting set up. I don't want to ever feel like we're in competition with each other. And that's so much in alignment with my philosophy. I've never, ever, ever felt in competition with any other hypnotist. We're colleagues. We support each other. My favorite ad campaign I ever did was on the Guzzo protocol. And the whole thing was promoting other hypnotists and having them make fun of my program. Like in the ads, like what they don't want you to know about my program. And it was promoting them and self-deprecating humor on me. And that's the way I know that you're the same way. We're colleagues, and we would do anything to support another hypnotist in their workshop. We're not in competition. Everyone's going to be in the perfect room they need to be in.
Exactly. However, first of all, you've got to come to HypnoThoughts Live and
absolutely
and make friends and yeah, join your community. So thank you, Ken. Thank you for sharing. And it's goodbye from me, Claudia Ricard, and it's goodbye from
Ken Guzzo.
And everybody, we look forward to seeing you in the summer. All right, take care.
See you then. Come to the pool party.
Oh yes, definitely. Yes. I'll be laying you. Oh no, I didn't mean to say that.